Good afternoon. Welcome to Pratt High School. We'll get started in a moment, but first I need to point out that in the case of an emergency, there are exits at each end, top and bottom. So if we need to use them, that's where they are. And for this ceremony, I have a few special instructions. So at the end of the commencement, once the graduates have completed the ceremony, they will leave the floor to the pomp and circumstance recessional through the lower southwest door. So they're going to go through the door over here to pick up their graduation packet in the weight room and the wrestling room. Then they will exit through the wrestling room or the weight room to meet up with their families in the parking lot. So after they're all off the floor, that would be the time for the spectators to make their way to the parking lot, either through the top or bottom exits, to meet with them. So thank you in advance. At this time, please rise for the processional and remain standing as the Pratt High Singers perform the national anthem. And now the senior Pratt High Singers will be singing in the national anthem.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that
Please be seated. Thank you, choir members and Mr. Wade. Again, welcome. My name is Steve Blankenship. I am the principal of Pratt High School. It is my pleasure to welcome the friends and family of the senior class of 2020 to this Pratt High School commencement ceremony. This is another tremendous day in the history of USD 382. I'd like to take a moment now to introduce the board members and administrators seated on the stage and in the gymnasium. As a note of formality, the board members on the stage are thereby requested to hand out a few specific diplomas. The remaining board members and administrators or staff are seated in the bleachers, but I will introduce all of them. On the stage, Superintendent Tony Helfrich. Go ahead and stand up. No, go ahead and stand up and stay up. Stay up. Board President Bill Bergner. Board Vice President Donna Honer Quayle. Board members Chris Drake and board member Jennifer Hopkins. Off the stage are board members Jeremy DeMuth, board member Michelle Ferbert, and board member Mark Fincham. Also behind me are Assistant Principal, Athletic Director David Swank, and Larry Kmeyer, who will be reading the graduates' names as they come to the stage. Thank you. It takes a team effort from the day a student joins us in this community to make sure that they successfully reach this moment. And even though our district teachers and staff members couldn't be here, they all wished you the best in your future endeavors. We gather today to honor a class of young women and men who have excelled in all facets of their high school careers. Each of these graduates will be recognized today for completing a long and rewarding journey that culminates with this ceremony. A journey that couldn't have happened without the support of all their parents and relatives, so thank all of you. This class has experienced one of the greatest upheavals in global history during their senior year. Yet through it all, they remained focused on what is important for them and made it to this moment with grace and poise. They truly exemplify the uncommon Greenback character traits of passion, respect, team, valor, and most of all, grit. With those characteristics, this group is ready to go out and make their mark on the world as the next class of extraordinary Pratt High graduates. At this time, I would like to take the opportunity to introduce the Pratt High School valedictorian and salutatorian and the class president, who will, upon being introduced, join us on the stage one at a time so that they may each provide us all with their words of inspiration. So valedictorian Noah Malone. And then we will also have our salutatorian, Kari Stegman, and she'll join us up here. And senior class president, Andres Venegas.
I would like to take 1 second here to thank all of the admin for letting us and figuring out how we could do this graduation ceremony. So if we can give them a round of applause real fast. Well, we made it. Over the last 4 years here at Pratt High School, we've learned a lot. Mr. Liggett attempted to hammer math into our heads, even though he always said we should have learned it the year before. We learned how to get Coach Strong off topic by bringing up random current events in this now crazy world. Mr. Wade and Mr. Port taught us how music could bring so many beautiful experiences into our lives, while Miss Beelman taught us everything we need to know for the rest of our lives. We learned how to fist bump correctly from constant lessons with Swank. And we learned how easy it was to fall asleep during one of Uni's Everfi classes. There's no doubt that we will all remember these things as part of our high school careers, even though we might not remember all of the lessons that these teachers actually meant to teach us. However, none of these compare to the great lesson we were all challenged with in our final year. 2020 will be a year to remember. I know that I, for one, did not expect to have that long of a spring break. This last semester, COVID-19 was the challenge that none of us saw coming. Everyone knows that pushing through your final year in high school can be tough, but this made it 10 times worse. We were sent home for our final quarter of the year, and even though it seemed great at first, it had its repercussions. Time management became a huge tool and weakness. Getting up for Zoom meetings, finding motivation to get work done at home, and trying to learn through a computer proved to be difficult. COVID-19 also took away some essential things that every senior wants in their final year. Baseball, track, softball, golf, tennis, final choir, and band concerts, they were all taken from us. These are things that we seniors will never have back. Luckily enough, we still got to have a prom and this graduation, but we won't get the same things that seniors have been getting for years and years. However, we should all look away from what we have lost in this year. Instead, I challenge you all to look at what we have gained. Look at the grit and perseverance we all had to use to get through our final semester of school. Look at all the relationships you have made in the process, from helping each other to finish school or just being able to hang out more while not in school. Look at the people around you who have supported you from start to finish, those being friends, family, teachers, and so on. We have gained so many positive skills and experiences throughout this time that can seem so negative. This is what makes our class stronger and more ready for the future. Soon, we will all be living our own lives. Some of us will stay in touch, but most will move on. And with all of our own lives, there will be hardships and challenges that we may think there is no way to overcome. No matter what happens during your life, I encourage you to always look at what you have gained, not at what you have lost. At the positives, not at the negatives, and at the light instead of at the dark. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Kari Stegman, and I want to thank you all for listening to our speeches and for the honor to speak in front of you today. I guess none of you really had a choice. You came to get your diplomas and you're stuck listening to us, but nonetheless, I just want to thank you, and I want to thank some other people as well. On the behalf of the class of 2020, we are not 2019, we're 2020. I want to say thank you to all of our teachers who have dealt with our class for the 13 years of our lives and who have taught us more than what we just read in the books. You taught us important life lessons that we will carry with us as we enter into this next stage of our lives. For me specifically, I can finally wink with both eyes thanks to Mr. Wade. You didn't even see it. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Thank you to the administration, especially from a music and theater standpoint. We are so lucky to have administrators and board members who find importance in more than just sports and who make sure that us music and theater nerds have what we need as well. Thank you to our classmates who are serving in the military who are unable to be here today. We thank you for your sacrifices. Thank you to our families who have encouraged us along the way, even if it was just over Facebook and at family get-togethers. Your encouraging words have helped us get to where we are today. And finally, I want to thank parents, guardians, and mentors, the ones who loved us and fed us and gave us support whenever we needed it most. We don't say thank you enough, and I hope that you know that we truly, truly appreciate you. Thank you to all of you and everyone else who helped us get to where we are now. It takes a village. We are about to leave here as graduates, but I want to bring you back to the first day of high school. I remember it very clearly. I remember stepping out of my dad's pickup and smiling at everyone I saw. I remember walking up the steps with my arms full of stuff, probably stuff that I didn't even need, and people saying, "Hey, little Stegman," because I was Bryce's little cousin. I also remember what I was thinking. As I looked up the front steps, I saw all of the upperclassmen and teachers, and I thought, in 4 years when I'm done here, I want these people to be proud of me. I want them to respect me. And throughout my 4 years, I worked really hard to be seen, to help wherever I could, to enroll in all the most challenging classes, and ultimately to make everyone around me happy. I hate when people are disappointed in me, so I was willing to do whatever it would take to keep people from shaking their heads at me. And for the most part, I did make people happy. I said yes to nearly every person who asked for my help. I worked hard in both school and in my jobs, and I kept my grades up. I was meeting my goals, and I got validation. I really did. I was student body president, drum major, lead in the musical, homecoming queen, salutatorian. Noah beat me to Val, which thanks a lot, Noah. But I earned other academic and music achievements and yada, yada, yada. And as I stand here before you, with all of my cords and medals and recognition, I can tell you one thing that I've learned. As I have all of this solid evidence that I have been validated, I now realize that all of this, and your approval will never satisfy my desire to please people, ever. Over the last few months, I've thought about my high school days a lot, and I started to regret all of the times I said yes, and just to make somebody else happy. When I said yes to something, I in turn was sacrificing something else. Most of the time, it was family time. When my sister would ask me to play games with her, I would have to decline because I had a mountain of homework that would take me until 2 or 3 in the morning. Sometimes I sacrificed playing the piano, which most of you know is very important to me. And sometimes I sacrificed time with my friends, and other times I sacrificed sleep. I sacrificed these things because I was too afraid to know what someone would think of me if I said no to something I clearly didn't have time for. As I reflected on my high school days to write this speech, I realized that it is okay if I don't make all my teachers happy all of the time. It's okay if I don't make you, my classmates, happy all of the time. It's okay if I don't make my family happy all of the time, except for my mom. I have to keep her happy. But it will never be okay for me to work harder at pleasing all of you and the rest of the world than I work at pleasing God. For the 4 years I spent at Pratt High School, I chased my tail trying to figure out who was next on my list to make happy or to provide for, when really I wasn't ever made to make everybody happy. I was meant to put God at the top and prioritize from there. I regret all the days I spent chasing the approval of those around me by offering more of myself than I was able to give. Please don't understand, I'm not saying that you should stop or that I'm going to stop doing good things for people. Quite the opposite. God commands us to love our neighbors as ourselves and to help those in need, no strings attached. But my desire to please people left me breathless, exhausted, and with no more of myself to give when I was actually needed or when God asked me to do something. I believe God puts desires in each of our hearts for a reason. All of this time I spent trying to please all of you, all God had wanted was for me to look up and see that He wanted me to serve Him. That my achievements and the world's approval will never be enough to satisfy my desire to please the world around me. We all have our own desires, and they often control and direct how we lead our lives. What if we all took a closer look at our desires, our wants, our longings, and how we responded to them? I hope that no matter what you believe in, God or not, you always remember that chasing after material things and the approval of others will never satisfy us. No matter how much validation we have, we will always want more. I now know that the only satisfaction I will ever need is through God. I'd like to end with this. We, as the class of 2020, have been dealt what may seem like an unfair hand. I, just like many of you, wish we could go back for just one day, because I will miss some things from high school. I'll miss my alarm that blared Soulja Boy every day at 10:05 to remind Mr. Liggett to take attendance, because it never failed. If he forgot and Mr. Swank came in the room, it was my fault. I'll miss walking down the hallways and hearing Mr. Thompson say, "Turn around," because Noah was walking behind me. I'll miss living up to my most clumsy in our class title by tripping over props in front of the whole musical cast, and also by breaking my wrist by walking. And no, I was not walking upstairs. I was just walking, just to set the record straight. And I'll definitely miss jamming out to Mr. Strong's music from halfway across the school. I'll even miss being made fun of for spilling Fun Dip on the carpet and not telling my mom until after the house blew away. I'm saddened by the days we were cut short, but I also know that we are exactly where we're meant to be. This gym, on this day, at this time, during this pandemic. What we once thought was guaranteed was never actually in God's plan, and accepting that truth frees us to find joy in every circumstance. To close, I want to thank you all again for listening to my speech and to everyone who played a role in getting us to this point. Friends, I wish you all the best as we close this chapter of our lives, and as I address you all one last time, I think it would be fitting to say, go Greenbacks.
Eggs, bacon, milk, bread, Hot Pockets, feminine, oh, that's my grocery list, I'm sorry guys. Well, hey fellas, hope everyone is having a great time so far. Hopefully everyone can hear me clearly, but if not, it's okay, I guess I just work here anyway, so. Anyway, recently has been a time of great reflection for all of us, looking back to all of the great memories we made over the past 13 years. It seems that it was only yesterday when all of our troubles seemed so far away. Just a bunch of kids without a care in the world, about this tall. I, for one, had a recurring memory from the last day of 4th grade. It was our last Super Frog assembly, and Mr. May had showed a slideshow of pictures from our time in elementary school. And I distinctly remember Hunter walking into the doors. And it's crazy to think that those little kids are sitting here today about to graduate. Sorry. We've been through some pretty tough challenges, but we were able to overcome those challenges and grow stronger as a result. In the future, we will continue to face these challenges. You'll be pushed down, taken advantage of, or completely ruined in some cases. It is a guarantee that we will all experience, but it is our ability to rise against all odds and come back stronger that defines us. We can overcome incredible setbacks and learn from the past. That is what separates us from the rest and makes us unique. So remember that whenever you find yourself in times of trouble, you will get through it. Work hard for what you want, push through hardships, but don't forget that sometimes you just have to let it be. Now, I don't want to take up too much time because we all have to go pay taxes or whatever we do, or whatever adults do nowadays. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who helped us get to this day. First of all, to our families who supported us through the ups and downs, our friends who made it all possible, from kindergarten all the way up till now, or preschool, whatever. You all have been instrumental in guiding us toward this goal of graduating. And I want to thank especially the teachers for taking care of us, not only because it was your job, but because we know you all cared for our future, whether or not we appreciated it at the time. We can never truly repay you for what you have done for us, but on behalf of all of us sitting here today, I want to say thank you for everything. And finally, to my fellow classmates, it has been an honor to be your class president these last 4 years. Thank you for making high school some of the best memories I'll ever have. We're all a family now, so I better be getting good presents during Christmas, so. In conclusion, Papa bless.
Thank you, Noah, Kari, and Andres. And now for the moment we've all been waiting for. It is with great pride that I present the graduating class of 2020 to the USD 382 Board of Education. These students have met all requirements for graduation as prescribed and organized by the faculty and administration of Pratt High School, the 382 Board of Education, and the state of Kansas. They are ready to receive their diplomas. The names and scholarships will be read by Mr. Larry Kmeyer, chairman of the Pratt High School English Department and recently retired. We will miss him at PHS.
Ivan Andres Venegas will attend Pratt Community College for 2 years, then transfer to Wichita State University. Hunter Bradley Huber will attend Southwestern College, playing football and majoring in criminal justice. Brett Huselig will attend Pratt Community College for auto mechanics for 2 years, then transfer to Butler Community College for auto body repair. Jarrett Cole Bates will attend Colby Community College to play basketball and major in physical therapy. Derek Reed Roadhouse will attend Pratt Community College and major in farm and ranch management. Camden Lewis Nicholson will attend Sterling College for business real estate. Luis Garcia Jimenez will attend Wichita State University Technical for aviation technology. Grant Matthew May will attend Pratt Community College, then transfer to Kansas State University. Noah James Malone will attend Kansas State University, dual major in math and mechanical engineering. Cheyenne Ibarra is currently working and will attend Pratt Community College, major undecided. Kari Lee Stegman will attend Barclay College, major undecided, and then will travel in Spain and Peru when travel opens up. Allison Jean Clark will attend Pratt Community College for general studies and then Wichita State University for forensic science. Vanessa Knuckle Lechner will go to Pratt Community College, then transfer to Fort Hays State University. She will be majoring in elementary education. Catherine Shanline will attend Sterling College to major in art and minor in costume design. What? Colton Gossman. Jonathan Harris will take a year to figure out what he really wants to do. Cheyenne Nicole Bartlett will attend Dodge City Community College. Abigail Brooke Zhang will take a year off from school, plans undecided. Marlene Cardona will work, then go to Pratt Community College for 2 years. Iris Menjivar will work, then go to Pratt Community College to continue to better her English. David Joel Chesney will work for a year, and then his plans are undecided. Nicholas Allen Brown will attend William Jewell College for 4 years and then attend law school. Abigail Green will attend Pratt Community College for early childhood education. Michaela Marie Fisher will attend Pratt Community College for psychology. Chandra Lynn Bear will attend Pratt Community College, then transfer to a four-year university to obtain a bachelor's degree in agronomy. Riley Decker will attend Kansas University for bioengineering. Stephen Van Slyke will attend Pratt Community College, then transfer to Kansas State for 2 years to a bachelor's degree in business management. Aiden Kane Falkenberg will attend Wichita State University. Hallie Lynn Perez will attend Hutchinson Community College to study psychology. Danielle Elizabeth Statz will attend Sterling College to play basketball and study elementary education. Kyra Ray Johnson will attend Pratt Community College to major in nursing. Bo Myers will attend Pratt Community College while continuing to find a career path. Gage Taylor will attend Pratt Community College for the Electrical Power Technology program. Austin Jerome Arnsdorf will attend Butler Community College to major in farm and ranch management. Dawson Snyder will attend Kansas State, majoring in landscape horticulture. James Tiefatiller will enter the workforce. Donovan Harris Maccabee will attend Pratt Community College for secondary education. Nathan Kai Carter will gain more experience before obtaining his welding certification at Wichita State. Cole David Spryer will be attending Pratt Community College, starting a game designer YouTube career. Elizabeth Voss will attend Pratt Community College, then continue her education at Emporia or Hayes. Addison Becker will pursue a career as an OB/GYN nurse. Julian Rogers will attend the Tulsa Welding School and pursue a career in welding. Cole Monahan will continue his farm job at H2O Farms. Brooke Danielle Farr will attend Pratt Community College for a teaching degree. Cassidy Ann Starks will attend Pratt Community College for nursing. Sergio Adame Jr. will attend Pratt Community College and then transfer to Fort Hays State University. Raul Antonio Orozco will attend Southwestern College for cross country and track. Tristan Nicole McDonald plans on working more. Matthew Dean Parton will attend Manhattan Area Technical College to pursue a career in welding. Casey Hamey will work for a year, then attend college at Oklahoma State University. Shaylee Anderson intends to pursue a nursing career. Brandon L. Gould plans undecided. Benedict John Mass will be going to Kansas State in the coming month to train in the field of accounting. Jonathan J. Popovich will be attending Pratt Community College and taking the Ag Power Technology course. Caitlin Finch will go to college for nursing. Anthony Vaninga will work at the public library. Isabel Rose Thornock will go to Pratt Community College for an art degree. Amy Hidalgo will attend Wichita State for social work. Morgan Rachel Goman will attend Pratt Community College. Yuri Crystal Ibera Cardona will attend Pratt Community College, then transfer to Wichita State to major in criminal justice. Lacey Winter will attend Pratt Community College to become a social worker. Daniel Sanchez will enlist in the Army. Jonathan Pedroza will attend Pratt Community College, then transfer to Wichita State to obtain a bachelor's in marketing. Haran Jesus Castillo will continue working in the workforce. Jose Eduardo Garcia will attend Pratt Community College for pre-vet medicine degree.
Thank you, Mr. K. Thank you, Mr. Kmeyer. Ladies and gentlemen of the audience and senior graduation candidates, would you all please rise and remain standing? Thank you again for attending our 2020 commencement ceremony. Student candidates, move your tassels from the right to the left. Congratulations, I now declare you graduates of Pratt High School. Okay, thank you for coming and have a safe trip home. Enjoy the rest of the day here with your graduates.